Hi, Karen from Quantum Heart Awakening. This will be a daily support reading. I'm going to try and simplify these readings and maybe make them shorter and do more of them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If you know me, I am a talker, so we'll see how far we get. Okay, so again, this is just a daily support reading. Let's see where we begin. All right. Okay. Some of you are not living life to the fullest, and that is rooted in your inability to make aligned discernments, the inability to access your intuition. There's something that's blocking this self-reliance, and you're being called to let go of something. This is kind of comical for me because I went on a really long walk with my sister the other day, and she just kept saying this phrase of, I just have to let go. I just have to let go. And I got so angry because so many people tell other people, especially people that are suffering, to let go. Well, that's much easier said than done. And it's a nothing phrase to me. There's no like meat on the bones. You tell someone to let go. Okay, now what? There's no empathy in that phrase. There's no accountability or action steps. There's very little kindness in it. There's very little compassion. And so, what is a better phrase than letting go? Or rather, the question, what does it actually take to let go in a responsible, sincere capacity? It takes a profound amount of self-surrender. And in my line of work, in my experiences, you can't just surrender to nothing. There has to be a surrender to something that feels in alignment, we have to surrender to something that puts our nervous system at ease, right? For me, surrendering to divine will, to the divine, puts me in such beautiful grace and ease. There's many versions of this, and you're being asked to find what type of surrender, or what does surrendering to feel the best for you. I didn't mean to rhyme right there. Forgive me. We have all of these transformation butterflies in this letting go card, and there's a couple in the bottom left corner. The message I'm getting from this, let me hold it up, hold on. The message I'm getting from this card is this is the call of spirit. This is the call of aligned intuition. And yet these people, this couple in the corner, seems so blinded by their love for one another that they're not actually able to walk that path of letting go. And yet that's the path of transformation. That's exactly what they need to do. So there's something here about honoring your distractions, whatever that may be, honoring what has pulled you off your alignment. Yeah, there's this message came up in a previous reading, this phrase, don't be afraid to fly solo. So often when we are following our true intuition, we are going out against the grain. We are swimming upstream against the current of society, of culture, of what everyone else is doing. And that takes a bit of inner fortitude. It takes a bit of self-confidence and self-esteem. I'm drawn to all this yellow with this sword of light. It says divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. So yeah, we're cutting to the... Oh, I like this phrase. We are cutting the cords of convention and going against the grain so that we can live a life in alignment with our soul's truest calling. We are honoring the friction that it may create in our lives when we start to let go of people, places, and things, right? The people, let me make sure I say this properly. The people that benefited or are benefiting from our degradation, from our trauma, from our dissonance, because there are people that benefit from our dissonance. Once we come into resonance and start moving in a way that is in alignment, it will cause great friction in those relationships that are benefiting from this old version of self, from these old patterns. And we are being asked to preserve the self, preserve this inner fire, this inner flame, and to caretake it in such a way and making sure that it never goes out. We are nourishing this soul flame, this divine connection. We are creating a safe space for these holy experiences to come through so that we can bring the extraordinary down to ground level and honor that this extraordinary life is in fact and gets to be ordinary. And it takes a profound amount of self-confidence and self-esteem to receive that, all of that beauty and all of that grace and divinity and worthiness. It's not lost on me that we have this dove with its wings stretched open at the core of our reading. I didn't mean to place it there. It's just how the cards came out. Crown chakra upgrades. Yeah, the message I'm getting here is that there's a new level of truth coating our bodies. Think of like, we're all being drenched by this divine nectar that's flowing all over us. I didn't mean for that to be so sensual, but it kind of is this very beautiful, sensual reception. We are receiving the divine like a beloved, creating that much space in our lives for this mystery to unfold. To get to this place, there will be trials and tribulations, or maybe you've already gone through certain trials and tribulations. Please trust this process. Your Dharma is unfolding. Your Dharma is making its way into your life. However, be mindful of your bandwidth. Do not push past your boundaries. Do not say yes when you want to say no. And if you are feeling maybes, those are all no's. Those are no's for now, right? If it's a maybe, it's a no for now. I feel like you need to write that on your Post-it and write it on a Post-it and hang it somewhere where you see it every day. A yes is easy to discern. A maybe is a little wishy-washy. It's very difficult, right? But if you make the rule for yourself that every maybe that shows up in my system, it's a no for now. It's a no until the circumstances change to make it a yes, or it's just a no. It's just a no, and we get to surrender and detach and let go of that potential experience. This is a really random message for someone, but kind of not, because it's what we're talking about. In terms of the divine, there is no such thing as FOMO. There's no such thing as the fear of missing out on this path of mystery, because everything that's happening is meant to happen. Every moment unfurling in front of us is a gift for us, right? There's that phrase, this isn't happening to me, this is happening for me. We on the twin flame path, or on this path of illumination, take that to a whole nother level. Not only is this happening for me, but I asked for this to happen. And take that phrase with a grain of salt. I honor that when very difficult traumatic situations happen, it's very difficult, and it can be too much for our system to handle, to think in this way. I got in a car crash. Did I ask for that to happen? Of course not. However, it's not up to us how the divine works through our lives. We don't know. Or it's like, if you miss a flight, you don't know what gift will unfold because you missed your flight. Maybe you are stuck at the airport and you end up meeting someone who ends up being an investor in your company and wants to, share your mission with you. You have no clue how the divine is working. So our only job is to bring our energy or get our energy into present time so that we can ground and act from this higher frequency, from this highest and best potential. Okay, let's see what else. We have in the reverse, or excuse me, not in the reverse, in the unconscious, we have this invite serendipity card. Serendipity is that delicious sweetness that just shows up in life. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. This is a message for people that don't believe in that sweetness. You are all divinely worthy. You are all divine, human, fallible creatures. And this sweetness is our birthright. So invite serendipity into your life. In the unconscious, we also have the repetition card. So it's very easy to, I'm getting a dual message here. It's very easy on this path to get really sick of the repetition, especially when life continues to give you the hardest lesson you've ever received and continues to knock you down over and over and over again. Honor this, honor your feelings about it, let those emotions vibrate through your system and let them go. Let them go like a breeze blowing through your house. We also have I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. Yeah, this is, here, let me put it on camera. Hold on. This is in the unconscious. So again, this message, just every single day, this message shows up that some of you are not trusting in this divine path. And that's okay. You might not be ready to. But you are allowed to surrender to this divine within, whether you believe in it or not. You can surrender while you still have some doubts. That's fine. Let's see, where else do we go? We have this star gathering card, remembering home and soul family. Something that's happening on the planet is that we are, let me think how to say this to reach the most people. Well, whatever, I'm just going to say it. We are having these massive activations on the planet, and it's not something that is always so tangible. It's not something we can identify all the time. It's very hard to see the borders of some of these activations. So as we come into deeper alignment, the activations are going to start picking up, right? And so with those activations, more chaos might be showing up, because the more aligned you get, the more your vessel will be able to hold. So there's something here about remembering home, remember who you are and what you came here to do, and also where you came from, that you're not doing this alone, that you have a whole soul family working these particular issues out in consciousness. We also have the Temple of Truth card, throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. So those of you that are struggling to be self-reliant, yes, of course, and excuse me, let me finish my sentence before I get ahead of myself. Those of you who are struggling to access this ease and grace in solitude, this is directly affecting your ability to express your authentic truth. And when we can't express our authentic truth, we end up taking steps that are not in alignment with our system, but maybe in alignment with someone else's or something else's. And that pulls us off of our core frequency. So there's something here about making sure that all of your actions, all of your thoughts are in alignment with, do you actually believe in the stuff you're doing? Does it actually feed your soul and feel in alignment? We also have this Holy Grail card. Look how beautiful that is. The Holy Grail has always been a symbol. And we also have the, what is it called? I'm going to say it wrong. What are the concentric circles called? The vicious pieces? No. Vecchia? I don't know how to say it. But Now it's going to bother me. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the Holy Grail has always been a symbol for me of the feminine and masculine. We kind of have this, the goblet part, the vessel part symbolizes the womb, and the stem of the Grail symbolizes is a phallic symbol for the masculine energy. And together they form this chalice which can hold what the divine has in store. We are rediscovering sacredness on the planet and actually carving out, I'm looking at this drawn to that sword. We are using this sword of truth, sword of light, to carve out sacred spaces where this sacredness can come through. If we don't make space for these things that we desire or that we are called to in our lives, they won't be able to flow through and come to us. This is why we're being called as a collective to let go of anything that is just extra fluff, anything that is extra debris stuck in the way. Yes, we are accessing this inner discovery. You know, the thing to remember always on this path is you are what you seek. You're already the thing that you seek. You've already achieved it. Your awareness hasn't caught up. Okay, let's get some animal apothecary cards. I haven't used these in a while. Oh, okay. You are what you think. Did we not just say this? All right, Spirit, what does collective need to know for the highest and best good of self and the planet? What are we working with? Any other remaining blocks? Anything we need to think about or keep in our system at this time? Anything left to vibrate out? What would support us at this time? We got a lot, but I'm just going to keep going. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. In the unconscious, we have this magnetism through gratitude card. Here, I'll just put it right on top there. We get that card often, but it's usually in the conscious position. Okay, we have destiny path. We have immense growth with the Fibonacci spiral right there. We have this prayers answered. And there, I don't know if you've been following, but this buffalo spirit turning into the storm. This theme and message continues to come up. Perfect. I'm right on the Holy Grail. I'm going to put this self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect card. And we also have the illusion. We have keep trying, nourishment while waiting, and it's in you. Okay, beautiful messages. Let's see if anything else comes up through them. Yeah, I mean, I can't stop staring at this buffalo. Your prayers are answered. They are, the second you say a prayer, it's already answered. It's already in the works. You have, is that a bumblebee? Oh, look closely. Look at that little bumblebee and the little heart. That's interesting to me. Bumblebees can travel great distances and fly for hours and hours without getting tired from flower to flower. And so that combined with this idea of turning into the storm, honor your immense endurance, honor your mystical fortitude. You have nothing to be afraid of in turning into your storm solo. You can do this. What would support you is having gratitude for whatever's showing up, even if what's showing up is a hot mess, even if what's showing up is a ton of fear or pain or grief or sadness. You are alive. You are vibrating those dense emotions. It means you're here. You're actually, for you to be able to vibrate pain, it means you're alive. And that's the gratitude that we can reach in these dark moments. And also I'm drawn to this keep trying card. You know, again, you've heard me say this a million times. We fall down and get back up and fall down and get back up. One of my favorite things that me and my friends say all the time is that we are on a ship sailing this ocean of consciousness with no land in sight. And that just grounds me every time I say it, because there's no land in sight. There's no destination in sight. So we better get used to this idea that we're never going to fully land, that right when we get comfortable, we're going to, be moved again or rattled again. There is always going to be some sort of change or chaos that is showing up and flowing through our lives. It's a matter of, can we roll with the punches? Can we just, we're on this ship, right, sailing this ocean of consciousness. Can we enjoy the sun? Can we enjoy the horizon? Can we enjoy the weather? Whether it's stormy or calm seas, can we just enjoy the fact that we're here? Okay, what else should we get? Let's get a wizard card. It's been a while. Let's see. This is look how huge this deck is. It's ginormous and it's very hard to shuffle. Okay, Spirit. Oh, Spirit, anything else? Okay, then we have a bunch of cards. Let's see in the unconscious first. In the unconscious, we have this blue star of hope, ascension, surrender, purification. I mean, it can't be more perfect than that. We're talking, we started this reading talking about surrender, and here in the unconscious is this divine surrender, this purification. Have faith. Okay. We have the Temple of Suspended Endings, standstill, suspended animations, and holding space. Okay, again, for some of you, this is a call to not take action. This is a call to actually hear your intuition that's telling you to pause, because something is moving around. There's parts of this journey that we have to orbit around, and there's other parts of this journey that orbit around us. And for those parts to initiate and take place, we have to be grounded. We have to be at a standstill so that we can actually bear divine witness and hold space for the transformation that's happening around us. Then we have the heart of the Pentagon, joy, playfulness, pleasure. This theme of pleasure and joy continues to come up. So it's like what to do. What is the best way you can... I'm sorry, I can't talk. Hold on. Let me regroup. What is the best way to wait? What can we do while we're waiting? We can enjoy life. We can play. We can indulge in the sensorial pleasures of this life, of what it means to be a human and have a physical vessel on the planet. When we leave this planet and leave this body, we're not going to have the same tactile experiences because we're not going to be in a body. Whether you reincarnate and believe in that, that's up to you. But we're here now and we have this beautiful physical vessel. It doesn't matter what shape it comes in. It doesn't matter what kind it is. It doesn't matter its ability or disability levels. We can all play and flex our sensorial muscles. And then we have the heart is awake, love, innocence, and reverence. We have prism of existence, separation, extension, independence, and identity. This is going back to that self-reliance, is that don't be afraid to fly solo, even if you've never flown solo before. Even if your intuition is guiding you to do something you've never done before, you've also never been this person before, right? You've never been at this stage before. What's that beautiful quote of when you step in the river, no moment can ever be the same, or there's something about that, but it means that the river is always flowing. So there's always a new experience happening. Even if you're standing still, the river is flowing by and bringing with it all new energy and all new experiences. We also have the chamber of teleportation, journey, exchange, and transference. Okay, the message I'm getting here is the benefit and beauty of standing still. That when it's our time to stand still and have experience or other people, places, or things orbit around us, we actually get to enjoy the fruits of their labor, right? We're not doing this work alone. I keep saying that keeps coming up in the messages. So we actually get to receive a double gift. We receive the first gift of our perceptual experience from being the divine witness. And then we get to receive this double gift, this bonus of the empathy, the knowledge that arrives through understanding and empathy and compassion by witnessing what the other people or places or things are going through around us. Okay, what's left? Let's see. In the unconscious, we have... Oh, no. I already read the unconscious. Let's get one of these question cards. I told you I would talk the whole time. We have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I mean, the messages keep repeating now that we don't do this work in a vacuum. Where are you being called to journey? This is a lot, but we'll take them. You're already doing it. Didn't I say this? Didn't I? I said this somewhere in here. You're already the thing that you are, what you seek. You're already the thing that you wish you would be. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. This came up in another reading where I underlined this idea that, remember, your true north is not going to be someone else's true north. We each have a compass in our soul, and it doesn't send us in the same directions. We have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I mean, I said that earlier. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. There's so much divine support. There is so much, help right now. You're allowed to ask for it. Don't ever think that you have to do this alone. And here's a specific message for some of you. When your intuition is not functioning properly, that's okay. You are not stuck. You get to ask for help. You can ask for help from a person, place, or thing in this 3D world, or you can ask for help from this other spiritual realm. Do not think for 1 second that you don't have a whole team of energetic beings here to support you in helping bring your soul's mission to fruition. Man, I could tell you some crazy stories about me turning to the divine and how they showed up. That's like a whole nother reading. I'm not going to get into it. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Anything else? I'm going to take this one, staring at me. Heartfelt apology. So yeah, there's something here that goes with the letting go card. You know, there's some of you who have been maybe in this holding pattern of waiting for a heartfelt apology. Find a way to gift that to yourself. Find a way to take further accountability over what's on your side of the street. Honor this, what you're needing in the present moment, and find a way to gift that experience for yourself. Say the things that you've always wanted to hear from someone else. Say them to yourself. There's also there's also something here about apologizing to the parts of self that didn't know better, right? When you know better, you do better, right? That's the saying, right? And so often we don't know better, and we have to hold space for the parts of self that make mistakes, that attach to people that aren't healthy for us, that attach to jobs or places that are not healthy for us. Honor the truth of your own behavior, step into accountability, and apologize to the parts of self that need to hear it. And then let go. Do not hold on to this any longer. Whoa. Cards are going flying. Hold on. We have a lot, but I'm going to take them. Struggling. Okay, I got them. All right. Where did we begin? Let me see. We have true love. We have Cinderella. We have rebirth. We have child. This came up a couple days ago. We have nobility, fertility, mother, and that's it. Let me just check what's on in the unconscious. Good luck. Okay, yeah, there's a message here of like, we don't need luck when we're following our intuition and wielding wise discernment. There's something here about letting go that of the narratives that you just are an unlucky person or something of, there's something, a flavor of that here. These are very diverse cards, so give me a second. Let's see what's here. I'm very drawn to the child and heartfelt apology. So if you have felt that as a child yourself, that you have always wanted an apology from a parent, specifically a mother, is coming up right here. And it's interesting, we have the Cinderella card. I'm thinking of like the evil stepmother and the evil stepsisters. If you have gone through unfortunate circumstances in your childhood and have been holding in this holding pattern, waiting for someone to validate your experience or gift you an apology, it is time to call your spirit back to the present moment and access the true divine love within and give that apology to yourself. Validate your own feelings, validate your own experiences, no matter how tragic or beautiful they were. Validate what had happened. Gift yourself the love and support that you never received, because the thing that's on the other side of this transformation is this beautiful rebirth. Wow. Okay. Beautiful message. Let me end on a, let's get one of these. Anything. Oh, okay then. Okay, this is hilarious. We have letting go again. It says, everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. That might be a mantra for some of you. And then we have invite help. I mean, the messages keep repeating. It says, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God. Pursue me. Beautiful. And then we have acceptance on in the unconscious. It says, radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with me. I hope this was supportive, and I will see you in the next one.